But back to Kwame Brown. Like I said, I think his heart's in the right place, fighting the mainstream media. But he started talking about these black men tearing down other black men. Now, I'm all about supporting and uplifting our people, but I'm also about calling a spade a spade. I think it's very important for us to tell the truth when we're discussing our people. I'm not going to come on this podcast and just trash black people for no reason because I love black people. Hell, I'm not going to come on this podcast and just trash anybody for no reason. But if you display behavior that deserves to be criticized, I owe it to myself. I owe it to you, the individual. Hopefully, you hear it. And I owe it to my loyal supporters to tell the truth. Y'all deserve to hear how I feel about some stuff. And I think if you do some foul shit, I should be able to call it out. Well, no, man, he black, bro. You can't. I won't see. We can't call. We can't do no. What do you mean? If I don't criticize bad actions or actions I disagree with by other people, specifically black people, how can they learn? How can they find out that what they think or what they're doing is unacceptable? Or how can I learn by calling them out and then them responding to me and say, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Here's what I was doing or what I was trying to do. And I go, oh, okay, that makes sense. Now we've had a conversation. But people don't want to talk to each other. They want to talk at each other. They want to tweet at each other. They want to do lives and no conversation. Bro, you got to talk. You got to listen. You got to take things in order to progress. So does it seem like the media as a whole attacks black people? Yes. Sports media, yes. There's a basketball topic that I really want to do, and I don't know if I'm going to do it, but when I hear a lot of the Luka hype, where I hear a lot of the Joker hype, I go, are we forcing this? Are we forcing them, into the headlines? Like we put Luka here. We want to put Luka above Kyrie, but is it because Luka's actually better than Kyrie? Is it because Luka's accomplished more than Kyrie, or is it because we like the idea of Luka more than we like the idea of Kyrie? I'm just asking a question. Because statistically, Luka is James Harden light with less accomplishments, but we like Luka more than we like James Harden too. What? Come on now, not me. That's them. So Kwame, here's the thing though. If you want to get mad at black men for tearing down black men, you can't tear down black men. You can't come out here and talk about beating people up, cussing them out, N-word this, MF that, all of this. Like, what are you doing? Well, hold on. I ain't gonna tell you how to talk. You can say whatever the hell you want to say. But you have to understand what comes with that. You're a grown man, older than me, much older than me. Hell, I like that you're trying to shake things up, but I think it's petty. That I think it's trash. I think it's disgusting. It's nasty that you're gonna come out here and say all this wild, outlandish things just to bring attention to yourself in order to build your platform. You come off as a clout chaser to me. So now I don't even know if I want to support your platform because I feel like it's not authentic. You sound like the kid who used to get beat up all the time. So you went in the gym and you got super swole. So you're like, yeah, bro, what's that shit y'all saying now? Bro, ain't nobody trying to fight you. We got kids. Man. We got priorities, bro. We got to go to work in the morning. Ain't nobody trying to deal with that. You seem like the person who was never embraced, and you build up so much animosity towards those people that now you're finally fed up and you're letting it out. Like one of my biggest criticisms of DJ Academics is he's one of those people who, yeah, he's great at what he does, but you can tell he was a lame. You can tell he was the person who got shitted on his whole life, and now that he gonna throw it in everybody's face. Why? Because he's not comfortable in his skin, and he needs his accomplishments to validate who he is to all the people who never took him seriously. And now, Kwame Brown, you want to question people's manhood. You want to question their lifestyles, talking about Steven Jackson is less of a man because he ain't got no tractor and maybe he ain't got no land and he wears form-fitting clothes. And like, bruh, stop that, man. Don't come out here and try to preach at us, preach at other people, and talk about they're the voice of the white man. They're out here trying they're out here turning black people against one another. If you're gonna do the exact same thing, bro, be consistent. I'll sit here and criticize you all day long. I will. I have no problem criticizing you. But I'm not going to shit on your character. I'm not going to use fighting words towards you because I want you to cook. I want you to be great. I want you to find what it is that you're out here looking for. But I want you to practice what you preach. As somebody who consumes great media, I love to consume great black media. I want to consume more good black media, but bruh, I can't trust you. And what I look for in the media members who I listen to is trust. I want to trust that what they're saying, they believe. I want to trust that the person that they are on the microphone is very much like the person they are off the microphone. And sometimes, yeah, we can see through takes and know that people are saying stuff to get clicks. But if you're that person, lean into being that person. Because we have to watch out for these prophets, you know, these people who come here trying to tell us what we need to do to get right, but they have done nothing to get right. They are condemning us for living the life that they're living. You know, Kwame Brown is church folks. You hear me? The people in the church, you know, the Pharisees, you know, them folks. Yeah. From Bible time, the Pharisees, but today now call them church folks. Oh my God, him in them dirty clothes. What are you doing here? This is God's house. Man, Jesus was hanging out with the bums. Jesus was a man of the streets, man. Come on now. He hung out with hookers and thieves. Oh, I would never do that, boy. I am so close to God that I can't. Oh, I can't go down them folks on the devil. Excuse me. What you said now? Did you study the same Jesus that I know? Or are you studying a Jesus that you made up? You know, back to people. You can't tell me who I am. You can't tell me who Jesus is, even though it's in the Bible. I mean, I ain't really read it. I mean, I listened to some of it, but I ain't read a lot of it. No, I ain't read a lot of it. I just do what I know. I think Jesus gonna be this way because in my head, this is how Jesus is, not based on the accounts of him. And don't get me wrong, like, you know, we distrust media now, so for all we know, the Bible's made up 200 years ago. I don't believe that. Do I think there is a human aspect of the Bible that is, if you take everything literally, you're going to go crazy? Yes, I do think that. But the overall messaging of the Bible is nobody's better than anybody else, no matter what their accomplishments are. You know, Jesus hung out with fishermen. You know what I'm saying? He had a little tax collector. You know what I mean? Little money man. You know, he hung out with people from different walks of life, but yet the people who are supposed to be the finest representatives of that do the exact opposite. They are actually act like the people that Jesus had the most smoke with, according to the Bible. Kwame Brown, I feel you having an issue with what's going on in media, mainstream media. I have an issue with it too. But don't think people can't call you out for being black just because you're black. Excuse me. They can't call you out for being black. That's messed up. But don't think people can't call you out just because they're black and you're black. Bro, don't think that. Don't tell me not to do something and do it while telling me not to do it. Because if somebody who's hearing that, like, bro, fuck you, bro. What are you talking about? Who are you? Come on, man. That ain't it. And lastly, bro, don't do it for clout. Do it because you care. Because we can see through the clout chasers, man. And death to the clout chasers. Oh man, where are we at now, man? Is there anything else I want to do?